beautiful rings. So we have 3 choices. And I don't know, the most difficult thing is which one do you choose? Because they're all just equally magical. You're seeing the one on Angie, that's the red, and that's gonna have the actual floral carving on the inside. We'll talk a little bit more about that. If you choose the blue, I believe that's where we're most limited. That has the dolphin. And then the green is gonna be the hummingbird. That's hand carved inside. There's a beautiful story behind it, and it's a beautiful savings today at 100. Nowhere, Michael. I know.
Come on.
No way. Where do you hear what it takes to process and how difficult it is to get? And this is amber, correct, Michael?
This is genuine amber. It's all carved. It's from a small family business. They're out of Lithuania. This is Lithuanian Baltic amber. So they take only the finest, clearest amber. They will take that amber, cut it into a cabochon. Then they will take it and stain the back. And here it is. I want to show everyone. They're hand carving that. Now look at this individual carving this image completely by hand. Now they're looking at it backwards. Ladies and gentlemen, on the planet Earth, there's not even 100 people that do this for a living. Wow. Out of the 7 billion people that exist on this planet, there's only 100 individuals that know how to do that. Now you look at that. If she makes one mistake, if they make one mistake, the entire piece is thrown out. It's almost a lost art. Every single one was hand created just for you. This is art. It doesn't look like art. It actually is wearable art. If you take those cruises in Europe, you know, those river cruises, they sell product like this at 4 to 5 times the price in euros. This is a gift. And then we take that stone and we do the carved metal, which means that on the rose, we have hand-carved roses in silver plated, and we dip them in 18-karat rose gold. In the sea life, we have carved sea life on the side. And with that wonderful garden scene, we have little hummingbirds and flowers carved on the side. Are you kidding? Nobody's offering this on television at these prices. Nobody.
No, just even offering it, it's so rarely seen. Like you said, there's only maybe 100 people that have this amazing, amazing talent that are able to. I'm just looking into the garden scene, like you said. I mean, everywhere you look, and when you see the way they do that by hand, it's like, and they do it backwards, you said. Like,
yes, they're backwards.
That is like mind-boggling.
I mean, it is mind-boggling. You know, it's one thing to sit in front of a painting and to actually see what you're doing, but can you imagine looking at something, reversing your hand behind it, and then if they do a little bit of pressure, even like half a millimeter off, the entire piece cannot be corrected. Lid is thrown out. If they make a mistake, it's gone. We just showed you this is a hand carved. And that's why we have the video, because I think a lot of people think, no, a machine did that, something magical controlled by a computer. No, somebody with, I admit, long fingernails. I saw that video, but they do it all by hand. Look at them. That's all by hand. You can see that. You see how rough their hands are because they're holding that. That's all done by hand. And that's done in Lithuania. Of course, famous Baltic state. Look at that. Could you believe what you're seeing in front of your face? Look at that.
No, and look,
it's all done by hand.
And it's not like they have a big surface that they're working on, Michael, right?
No,
I mean, and we're talking amber.
Amber. I mean, look at that. Now, look, they have to carve out that, and look at it. Look how precise they are. And they do it by, I've spoken to them, because sometimes I'll meet them at the Tucson show. They say they use touch, they use feel. That vibrating tool, that spinning tool, they can feel when they're pressing too hard. So as you can see here, the individual scenes are created out of their mind or imagination. Now, they will follow a pattern because I'll actually draw it out and say, here, make each one kind of look this way. But if you were to take 5 flowers and hold them up against each other, every one is slightly different. This is not computer automated design. No. It's human being conceived and made in a world that almost doesn't have that anymore.
Right, and so means no two will ever be alike either. So you have something special and custom in every single one of these pieces. Okay, Jared, I know you just updated me. Was it the dragonfly, the green? Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so drag it. Well, they're all going really quickly, but if you want the red, I have 50, like 50 some remaining. That's it. I'm wearing the matching pendant. I just want to mention because that's also at a phenomenal, phenomenal event price. And we showed you the matching cuff bracelet, also like around 50% off them, each and every one of these. Each one is unique too. Isn't it funny though, how they even had a custom cut the amber, you know? So if you're choosing the dolphin, it's more of an oval. If you're choosing the dragonfly, it's more of like a teardrop shape. And then the red is in like a heart shape with the beautiful floral garden.
This will be the keepsake of tomorrow. This is what your grandchildren will inherit from you. This will be something that you leave on. And they'll say, when was this done? People look at that. Was that done a long time ago? No, there's still people today in today's world, not many of them left, that still can create things by hand. Now it makes sense when I went to the Louvre and I would see all those gorgeous paintings that are, how could a person have that talent to create that? And then you watch this video and you go, oh yeah. You know, it's amazing what we human beings can still do, what we can create with our hands and our minds and our imaginations, the beauty that we can bring to this world. And that's what that is.
But not many, right?
Look at it. No, look at it. This is so limited. Very few people. There's barely 100 people on the planet that can do this.
Wow.
There's more astronauts than there are people that can do this.
And we still have, it looks like most choices in all sizes, 5 through 12. I can't, every time I get another close-up shot, I discover something else in each one of these, like, treasures. They are works of art. And unfortunately, it's not a common, you know, talent that many people have. I can't imagine how tedious that has to be do all by hand.
Absolutely. And this is what I specialize in, not just bringing the exotic gemstones, but bringing you exotic art. Look at that. Look at that. The ring that you're showcasing there. Look at the little sea turtle in the carved metal and the little dolphins to go around that. I mean, if you take a look at the intricate detail, and why do I make a big deal of it? Because look at the price. You know, if this was in Ponto Vecchio in Italy, and the price tag was $2,500, you go, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
You look at that price, you go, that can't be real. It is real amber, and it was really done by hand. That's why we did the video, because we knew you wouldn't believe it unless we showed it to you.
It's right. I know. It's so true. Okay. Good luck to you. I know we're very, very busy, certainly for good reason at that phenomenal price. And for a lost art. I mean, it really truly is a very lost art. And yes, you would find it in places like Italy, but oh my goodness, Michael's so right. I mean, so incredibly, incredibly expensive. But you know, again, the